Yeah, if you read the title, I guess I could explain myself. It's not a whole lot of people watch my update videos for some reason. My PS4's been fixed. It was broken for about a little over a month, but it's finally back, and now I'm able to, like, it has the same hard drive, so everything's all good. All I had to do was, for some reason I had to connect my YouTube account again, but that's about it. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. Still lose some save data on games since I had to, like, transfer it all back with PlayStation Plus Cloud. So, that's a bit of a bummer, but for the most part everything's good. I went on Dead Rising 2 after transferring the data from PS Plus Cloud, and it's kind of strange actually. It's not even at the part I was last at, it's like way back on case 4.2 for some reason, rather than being on case 8, I think it was, or somewhere around there. So, at least I don't have to restart the whole game now, and I'll just continue from that save file off camera. And then when I get back to the part where we're at, not taking as much time, I actually might be able to finish my Dead Rising 2 Let's Play that is way overdue. I thought I would never complete that because of that, but I think I might be able to now. And the reason I'm not streaming that is because I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know if I don't know if I could just make a part 9 and then, like, it would be weird. So I'm just gonna play off camera to get to the point I was at again from that point, and everything will be good. And I'll be able to actually finish, like, Dead Rising 2 Let's Play. Yeah, I was gonna thought I'd make a comeback by playing some Fortnite. It's been a while since you've probably seen my locker. I've gotten some new stuff by then, and I don't have negative V-Bucks anymore, thankfully. So, that's good. And I was actually able to buy some stuff. And quite a bit has happened. There's been a ton of Marvel outfits, and there was a bunch of cups and stuff. Didn't win any skins, but I did buy one of them. So, that's good. We look at my locker right now. Actually, I guess I'll go to my presets. I got the Ghost Rider skin. It was actually gifted to me. And then I bought the rest of the stuff. I got this, and this for the bundle. And it was only 1,100 V-Bucks, so it was a lot cheaper. So, that's good. I got another skin as well that was also gifted. I got the Punk skin. This is honestly probably my favorite Halloween skin. Oh, you're in the chat. I guess I better do some explaining now. Okay, let me explain. Okay, a bit. Since you're watching this now, and I feel like I have to do some explaining on why I've been gone for so long. And the reason for that is because I wanted to take some time off of Friday the 13th, the game, and stuff like that. And I wanted to take a break from, like, friends and stuff like that. So, yeah, kinda did that. And then what ended up happening was my PS4 broke. So I couldn't play. Because my PS4 had broken. So, that sucked. Couldn't play Friday the 13th game, couldn't play at all. And actually, Friday the 13th game is now on PlayStation now, so I don't have to worry about having a PlayStation Plus membership. I just have to worry about having one of them, which is a good thing. So, yeah, I just wanted to take a little break from the game, because I wasn't really enjoying it that much. I mean, I was unlocking blood skins pretty easily after a couple levels, but I was getting bored of the game, so I kind of quit for a bit. And then my PS4 broke, and I'm ready to come back to the game now. I played it again, and sad to hear that the game's probably never going to receive any updates ever again. Not like updates like Uber Jason and stuff like that. I already know that that's not going to happen. I mean like patch and stuff like that. Like, I think dedicated servers are gone. And that's something I was hoping would never happen, because now the only way to play the game is by quick matches and not dedicated servers, so that's sad. Well, I'm gonna play a match now. Sorry if there's some static in my mic. This just kind of happened over time. This mic isn't that great anymore. It has lots of static noises, and I'm probably not gonna use it much because of that. Oh. So I thought the best thing to play after having a PS4 would be this game, because I have not played this on PS4 in a while. I still like this game, but I've realized that this game is probably going to end one day. So I'm just trying to enjoy it. Probably going to get a new bike on December 6th, because, well, my birthday's actually December 6th, so probably going to get a birthday that day. Wait, no, not get a birthday that day, get a headset that day, a new one, because this one, you probably already have heard the segments. I can't hear it, I can't hear my, you know, mic audio, but it's probably really staticky. Sometimes. I've done a lot of stuff actually since I last played this. It just makes me sad that Friday the 13th, the game is like, it's like, it hasn't even like been around that long. It's only been around since 2017, and that was only like a couple of years ago. So because it feels like it just, I don't know, it just feels odd seeing it like completely, not completely, but like for the most part, ending now. I never thought that game would I never thought that game would completely end, if I'm being real here, because, oh, how funny. If I'm gonna be real here for a second, I used to be surprised by rare cosmetics in-game, but now I just don't care, because you can buy Fortnite accounts, and not to mention that I've seen a purple Skull Trooper in-game, and I've also seen someone with the Raiders Revenge, so at this point, I just don't care about seeing rare stuff. Unless it's something expensive like the Honga Boogie or something like that. Only people don't really believe me when I say this, but I played Fortnite back then, when it wasn't popular. I didn't play much, but I still knew about the game and played it. And then it became popular. And I didn't buy anything for it. But what I did buy stuff for a game that wasn't that popular was Rocket League. And I don't regret buying DLC for that game, because all the collaboration packs for that game I don't think you can buy anymore, so I don't regret buying that stuff. At all. Also, I guess if you two are still watching this right now, I'm probably not going to get a PS5. If I get a next-gen console, I'm probably going to get a Series X. And the reason for that is because the Series X has the Game Pass, which has a lot of stuff on it. Even some of the newer games are on there, so I'm probably, yeah. So I'm probably not gonna get a PS5. I mean, it's not that I don't want one. I think the PS5 is great in every way. But I'm probably not gonna get one. Not because they're too expensive, but if I had to pick one, then it would probably be the Series X because of the Game Pass. And like before, like the PS4, I played a lot on the 360 and PS3. I mainly played on PS3, but I still played on 360 a lot, and there's still like a lot of things I did on there. It was great. I don't know. If I had to pick, it'd probably be the Series X, but I know the PS5 is probably better. I like the look of the PS5 a lot better. And I like the controller look. I like the DualSense. I mean, though, if I'm gonna be real here, this is the first time a next-gen console launch has happened. It just doesn't feel that special. Like, the thing about the PS4 and Xbox One is, like, it felt like new consoles. Like, the Xbox One and PS4 actually felt like an upgrade. Like, I know that's what it is with the PS5 and Series X, but like, it felt like a direct upgrade. Like, the hub was different. You could transfer your profile, but like the controllers looked different. It was all different. But with the Series X and PS5, like, yeah, the PS5 has a new controller and it looks different, and it kind of feels like that. But I don't feel that way at all with the Series X. The Series X just feels like, it just feels like an Xbox One X upgraded with a new CPU, and it looks different. The controller even looks the same. It doesn't even feel like a new console, it just feels like another new Xbox One with a different name. That's what it feels like. Oh, I need to disguise myself to be able to open that. So better here. Glad the event's happening soon. I think that is good. If I'm being honest about this entire Marvel season, I feel like it was a bit unnecessary to have an entire season based on Marvel. Because nothing here feels too exciting to me. I already knew about all the Marvel characters. All I see is them putting a bunch of Marvel skins that could have been item plus skins into a battle pass. I mean, it's nice, but before this season, collaboration with skins, and Marvel skins especially, felt unique. Like, seeing Captain America in the shop was just... it was really cool to see, because we didn't... I don't think the last Marvel skin we had before was the last season with the X-Force stuff. So seeing that... you know, it's good. But now Marvel skins just don't feel as unique because of the whole battle pass, and it's a lot easier to get a bunch of good Marvel skins. And I think the real reason I haven't quit playing this game is because I just don't want to leave it behind after I've been playing it for literally years. And I don't think I could just leave it if... and I think I have Fortnite on everything that I own that can have Fortnite. Or that can run it. I feel like the only thing that would make me quit this game is if I was legitimately not enjoying it anymore, which I'm still kind of enjoying it, but if I stopped enjoying it completely, then usually I take a break. That's kind of what I do with Friday the 13th. I was getting blood skins and that was cool, but that was like about it. I already had every kill in the game for Jason. That was like, that you didn't have to pay for. So, oh. I was trying to use the mythic on him. Didn't work. Fortnite just doesn't feel the same anymore, if I'm being honest here. I feel like the last time I actually liked it 100% was probably Season 5. That season was great, but ever since then it hasn't been that great. Might start streaming Friday the 13th the game again, because there's just really nothing else I can do for Friday the 13th the game like playing it. Like, yeah, I can play the game, and I do like playing it a lot, actually. But it's okay, I'll say this, I think I enjoy it more in this game, if I'm being honest here. I enjoy it a lot more. And I think that's because the game's just more enjoyable at sometimes. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a chance if you're Jason or not, but at least with single player, you can be Jason 100%. And I've always liked the gameplay, and the game just feels so good. Friday the 13th, the game. I would quit the game right now. Not like entirely, I mean like right now, but that would end the stream. So once I end the stream, I'll probably join your party, and then from then on, then we can play Friday the 13th the game, because I have not played that game. I played like one match again on the PS4 after it's been fixed, but that's it, and it felt great for the most part. Felt really good, because I really like Friday the 13th the game. And the thing is, I don't mind being Jason or a counselor, I don't mind either. If I have a preference, and yeah, I prefer Jason, but I'm not gonna like leave the game immediately if I get counselor unless I'm like trying W Jason. Like if I get a new blood skin and I'm trying to begin a public match, then I might do that. But other than that, no. I wouldn't just leave the game. And I really like the blood skins, and I like how you know, you level up and you get good blood skin, you get really cool skins. I still don't understand why Roy is the final one you get for the blood skin for like the low. I've never figured that out, ever. And I don't think I'll ever figure that out. Because we got all the Jasons, but then Roy's the last one we get for the like low. You unlock him the same level as part 3. I've never understood that. Turn off the mic for a second because I was worried it was about to start staticking again. I guess Roy was the last Jason to be released, but like, let's think of it this way: at the time, Gun Media didn't plan on making him the last Jason. I'm pretty sure the last Jason was going to be the Freddy versus Jason if they were planning that at some point. Like, I think it was going to go Roy, then Uber, and then the Freddy versus Jason, and then that was going to be it. I feel, because I think they were planning that from like the start, actually. Yeah, part 4. I mean, he's trash, but I feel like if we're talking about running Jasons, he's probably the best, other than part 3. But if I still think this to this day, ever since I played the game, I feel like if we're talking about like the best Jasons, I feel like part 9 and 6 are some of the best Jasons in the game, and they don't have that much bad of weaknesses too. Part 9 is great. I just don't like the battle axe on him. The battle axe is definitely my least favorite weapon in the game, and it doesn't have a whole lot of kills that I like. Like, I like the kill where he dismembers with the battle axe, and I mean, that's cool when he like cuts off the head and the arms, but Roy Shears already has a kill like that, and I actually think it's better with the shears because it looks a lot cooler, because he goes cut, and then just with the head, whereas with the battle axe it just doesn't look that great. Even with the little DLC kills they were planning for the battle axe, I don't think I would use it that much still. So I just don't like the battle axe. There's just something about it that makes it my least favorite weapon to use. Like, I will use any other weapon. My favorite weapon is probably the pickaxe, honestly. And I really like the machete. Talking about bad weapons, then I would consider some of the worser weapons probably the spear and Savini Jason's pitchfork. I feel like those weapons aren't great to use. I mean, they're cool. They have some good kills, especially Sabini Jason's pitchfork, but they're not the best to use in game as like an actual weapon. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 came out. That's a good game. Very, very brutal. Oh. Is Jason Mortal Kombat 9 or was that Mortal Kombat X? Because I know he was in one of those games and it's so funny just seeing Jason in a Mortal Kombat game. Ugh. The fatalities in that game are... There's lots of gore. You know, looking back at old Friday the 13th beta footage for like with the game where Jason used a pitchfork, it makes me wonder like if they were gonna have switchable weapons from the start, and maybe that's not the case, but like it makes me wonder why the pitchfork was even there in the first place. Like they gave it to Sabini Jason later for him to have as a weapon. Oh. Like they gave it to Sabini Jason and then they changed it to look more like it's from Hell. But I kind of wish there was a regular pitchfork that every Jason could use. And I think the pickaxe is good for part 2, but I feel that for part 2, I feel like the pitchfork would be better. I can't hear it, but there might have been static just now. I definitely need to get a new headset because with a mic that doesn't go static, loud static noises every time I turn it on or off, or just randomly. I die in this game so often. At least I gave high level kills for Friday the 13th game. At least they were added in. I mean, out of all 3 of the kills, I feel like the one that's the most unique is Rugby, because he bashes you with his hockey mask. Whereas the other 2, one of them he kicks the head off, which I really like, and then the other one he just rips the arms off, which is cool, but I think I actually prefer cutting them off. Ah. For Call of Duty game, Call of Duty's great. I feel like the Platinum and Friday the 13th, it's one of the harder ones. Even if you do a bunch of matches, like private ones, it's still gonna take a while. And if I'm gonna be real here, I feel like that why do online trophies have to, count towards the Platinum? Because that means that if you want to complete this game, you need to buy the game, buy a PlayStation Plus membership, and then get all those trophies, and constantly you'll be paying for the PlayStation Plus membership. Unless you buy it for a year. In that case, you don't have to worry about it, but you still have to pay for it. It's so hard to get. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that out of any Platinum trophy ever, I feel like the Friday the 13th game Platinum trophy is one of the hardest to get ever. Because most of the trophies require playing online matches. One of the main ones is play 1,000 matches as Jason in online matches, which is harder to get considering you play as a count for more often. If anyone has that trophy, they should be amazed that they actually played 1,000 online matches as Jason. They got picked and again. They got picked to be Jason 1,000 times. Wow. Doesn't actually happen often. Where I get emoted after being killed. Okay, that's good. Worried for a second, because at least then you can get them at any time. You don't have to worry about playing with anyone to get them. I wouldn't be surprised if, nobody tries... Not nobody, but if, 95% of people that play Friday the 13th game don't try to complete it. Why would they? It's hard. It's so hard just to be able to say, I got the Platinum trophy for Friday the 13th game. That's a hard statement to say. Because the online trophies, if there were no online trophies, I feel like it would be a lot easier to get. And I know Platinums are supposed to be hard, but if the Platinum has a 0.1 percentage, then that's a Platinum that most people do not have. I think that's less than 1,000 people. That's so small. Oh. Oh, he doesn't have 100 repairs on the boat. Well, if you're thinking about this, most people go for the car and not the boat. I'm not really sure why this is, but there's probably a couple of reasons. It could be because the boat is harder to escape in, because if Jason sees you and he has high water speed, he could just knock you out of the boat and instantly kill you right there with the car. He actually has to, go in front of it to stop it. And then he has to pull you out of the car and then kill you because it's on land. So it's actually harder to escape in the boat than it is the car. So, and not to mention he has to grab you out of the car, so if you have a pocket knife, you're all good. But in the water, being in the water is the one time where I think it's the only time in the game where you can't do really anything but move. All you can do is swim in the water. That's it, or get into the boat if it's in the water. So that's probably why I rarely go in the water in the matches, because I'm too scared of Jason being around, and then all he'd have to do is go in stock mode, and then go in the water while I'm in it, and then he could kill me right then and there, and I wouldn't even know it. Until, the moment had, hit. That's what's scary about the water in Friday the 13th. You never know if Jason's gonna be in there, and if he is, he can kill you just like that. What the... Oh. Nice. If I'm gonna be honest about which way I prefer, I honestly prefer escaping in the car. It just feels better to escape in, and at least I have a chance of living. And I don't have a 100% chance of dying, if I get knocked out of the boat. I mean, if I do what was I doing there? I mean, there's not a 100% chance you'll die if you get knocked out of the boat, but there's a high chance of Jason's gonna die. Even a slow water Jason can catch up to you. Because I could just try and using some other skins that aren't part of my preset. So, I feel Friday the 13th the game, it's good. But the trophies... Oh, I think I've only met like 2 people in total that have gotten the Platinum trophy. That's it. It's so hard to get. Why does it have to be so hard to get like that? Oh, okay. Like, I'm guaranteed that I'm probably never gonna get the Platinum Trophy for Friday the 13th game. If I do, it'll be the greatest Platinum I ever get, and hardest I'd ever get. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, but every time I play Friday the 13th game and think of Uber Jason, like how he could have been in it, I don't know why, but it has this feeling of like almost, it feels like something that was like a canceled game almost. Like, of course, Uber Jason was canceled, but like, it's not like an entire game was canceled, but it feels that way. Like, we never got to see Uber Jason, we never, Rental App. Like, Uber Jason would have been the best update ever. If that was the last update they released, I would have been fine with that. Because the Grendel map would have been the most unique map ever. Because it's literally, I feel like it wouldn't have been that great because it looked small. Like, really small. And it would be so weird seeing Roy in Part 2 Jason just walking around on there, so... Yeah. That would have been weird. Remember the first time I saw Uber Jason unmasked, and I was just so surprised, like... Literally, like, the mask was literally a part of him, like... With the Part 9 Jason, like, it had embedded to his face, but with, like, the metal mask and Uber Jason, that was straight up stuck to his face. It was built around. It was a part of him, essentially. So seeing it come off, it's like a part of his body being ripped off of him, which I guess makes sense considering Nanobots rebuilt him and that's what he looked like after. I would if, but I don't think I could join a party while I'm streaming. May actually be able to try that. Ah. No, we're taking that instead. Dropping that. No, not that. Someone's here. Oh. Well, I just got a lot of kills in a matter of seconds. Hmm. I still wonder what it would have been like if we got the Freddy versus Jason. I just don't know what his arm would, not arm, his weapon would be. Honestly, it'd probably be Freddy's severed arm, because I don't think they could think of anything else, and it would be a reference to that directly. Actually, there's two possibilities. That, and there's actually another possibility I could see. What if they made a machete but called it Rusty Machete, and then made a bunch of unique kills like easily the Machete X or Machete could do, but gave it to the Rusty Machete. If that was a weapon that the Freddy vs. Jason had. Also, I'm wondering what he would have been called, because they can't call him part Freddy vs. Jason. That would just be a bit too long and sound weird, so I don't know what they would have called him. Maybe they would have called him versus Jason? Part versus? Freddy Jason? I don't know. I can't think of a name that would sound right. So, yeah. Wonder if they'd ever make Friday the 13th the game too. If they did, I'd want it to be a lot better, like, in terms of everything. Just make everything look better, or make everything, like, change a lot of things, maybe. Like the Jason selection screen, they could probably change that if they made a Friday the 13th Part 2. Not Part 2, Friday the 13th the Game 2. Or the Friday the 13th the Game Part 2, or something like that. And I feel like if they did make a part 2 or a sequel to that game, I feel like there'd be at least... We know that they made a sequel, they'd probably be able to get Uber Jason in it, so he'd probably be in from the start. Or maybe they, like, would add him and then add new Jasons. You know, like, I always like the idea of, like, getting updates for Friday the 13th the game, and then getting new Jasons. Getting new Jasons is always great. Shame we probably will never get a new Jason ever again. Part 2, like in a sequel for Friday the 13th game. That's what I meant. When I come to think of it, there's always been, like, parts, and there's, like, we never hear anyone refer to the Friday the 13th. The original one called Friday the 13th Part 1. I mean, it's referred to that now, I'm sure, because there's multiple parts. And we did pretty good, like, naming the parts up until 1993 with the final Friday, Jason Goes to Hell. Ugh, I still don't like that name. It's still weird, that movie. It'll always be weird, that movie. Part 9 Jason is a lot better than, well, the Jason we got in the movie. Well, okay, the game version of him is a lot better. Other than the battle axe is great. And I like that Uber Jason would have been called Part X, because, oh, it's just such a cool name, because it was called Jason X. I think the last mainline series movie for Friday the 13th that had part in his name was part 8. If we're not talking about the reboot at all, then yes, it was part 8, because part 9 and part X are both are both Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday. Those two movies didn't even have parts of the name. I thought at one point I saw online like a cover for Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell, and I think it actually did say part 9 of Friday the 13th. Or maybe that was a fan-made thing I saw. I'm not sure. This really exists, and that's amazing, because I never knew that was even had a part name in it, because I've never seen a cover like that until then, with part 9 in the name. But I know that Jason X has always been referred to as Jason X and never Friday the 13th part 10, or part X, until Friday the 13th, the game, of course. Even if it never released, it's still, that's what they were going to refer to him as, part X. Which is still really cool to think about. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm gonna try and take the chopper from him and just leave. Didn't work out. Well, I guess it can now. I killed him. Oh no. Okay, sorry. Drift on my controller. Well then, to try and win this. Well, I'll try and win the game now. Probably gonna go to bed after this stream. I'm getting tired. Nah, forget him. Where is everyone? Only 3 other people here. I see. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Wait, no, I thought they had, like, the Iron Man pulsers. Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed. But no, I just wanted to see it next stream. Probably gonna stream Minecraft or Friday the 13th tomorrow. Those are good games. Oh yeah, before I go, the event's happening. Just having that on for now. The event's gonna happen. It's amazing that the event's already gonna come so soon. I'll try and stream it. I'll try. And then you can see the event. It'll be great. Well, actually I think I'm gonna stream it and play one more solo game. I think that survives storm phase and uses zipline challenges. Well, I'm streaming my first comeback live stream. Bye now, guys.